let's try this again. Apparently my iPad died. See if anybody shows up. Somebody's here. I'm back carrying my iPad, even though it was plugged in. Apparently it was really low on battery and it just couldn't keep up the charge, so I'm back on my phone. Can you hear me okay? Make sure you can hear me. All right, good. So I'll switch over to my phone real quick. So Ben, how are you this evening? I'm building some comfort kits for the speakers and staff for SRF. Just gonna get it some Band-Aids, Tylenol, some 2x2s, stuff like that. Little stuff to make things a little bit more comfortable. Ibuprofen, triple antibiotic cream, a little burn cream, a little hydrocortisone, just something just in case most people forget or don't have it with them when they're doing that stuff. So we are going to provide it for them. And, it's a little business promotion too, so it's all good. Plus, it's keeps them from coming to find me to get a Band-Aid or whatever, because nobody ever carries Band-Aids. They don't. It's the most used thing you'll use. You don't have enough Band-Aids. You don't have enough gauze. You don't stock enough. Most people don't. They want to go with the cool guy ninja shit. Tourniquets. Yes, I have lots of tourniquets bringing to SRF. See, brand new in the package. This is one that isn't packed up yet. Actually, I've got a new tourniquet. I don't know where it is. I'll have to show it to you all. Hold on. I think I might know where it is. Here is one. This is the Everyday Carry Tourniquet, EDQ or CT carry it, ETQ. This is the wide. I wasn't a fan of these when they first came out. It was very thin. I didn't think it had enough width to where it could completely stop blood flow. They came out with a wide version, which I'm very pleased with. I've been testing it in classes the last several classes I've had that I've taught. Doing some testing on my own so far. They are good, so I will have those for sale. I became a distributor from all the testing I could do. I can't break them. I've tried. I've had other people to try to break them. Oh, those caramel sauce won't last long. And you might need to make more, Carrie, because that's kind of what I'm doing now. I just made the suggestion that somebody else might want to be involved with that. So, yeah, I threw your name out there. I mean, you can just say no if you can't. But I was talking with Nicole, and I suggested you. Because I just asked, I was going to do this regardless. I wasn't asked to do this. I was just doing this regardless. And I asked Nicole how many speakers there were and staff members. And she kind of wanted to do some other stuff with it. Thought it was a good idea. So I threw you in there too, Carrie. You know, want to grow that business too, because, you know, it's bacon jam is crack, Benjamin. If you haven't ordered anything from Carrie, do so. Her stuff is amazing. We actually used it tonight, some of her products that she makes at my family's Easter dinner. It's a big hit. I believe my daughter-in-law is going to be getting a hold of you, Carrie. There are 29 speakers, and then I'm going to make about 40 because I'm not sure. She hasn't told me how many staff members there are yet. I don't think she knows because she's not sure how many volunteers there are. So I'm probably going to make 40 or 45. Because I'd like for the staff to have them too, especially, you know, like the volunteers and stuff. I thought would be a good thing. So yeah, that's how many I'm doing. Oh yeah, I tried the onion and garlic jam. It's the greatest thing. I like that. I don't know. I'm not sure how many. I was actually talking about that tonight. We were talking because David and his wife were there too. You met them. They're friends of Chase. They were there. They're part of the network. That they just moved here from Louisiana into this area, so they're real close to Chase. So they're going to become kind of our local network, but they're part of the SRF network and group. And KSL and all that. Yeah, they're already moved. They actually closed on their house Tuesday. We'll be moving in. But yeah, they were talking about how they liked your stuff. I was talking with David and, you know, how the bacon jams crack and the other stuff. And that's what we were laughing at, Chase and my daughter-in-law and Sarah, David's wife, how, you know, like all weekend long, I had stuff being shoved in my mouth from Carrie, which is fine. And then we talked about, of course, Glenn's corned beef, which is the greatest in the world. That needs to be, and that will be for sale, I think, maybe, possibly at SRF. Dean, my friend, how are you, sir? So yeah, I've been spent since Friday night. Getting stuff for that. I'd done some stuff beforehand, but this is like all weekend I've done nothing but things for SRF, except for earlier today when I went to my son's to eat. I'm actually, believe it or not, I have all my big kits built except 3, my complete Homestead Medical kit. I'm making up 3 more. I sold out all of them except one at KSL because I'd made extra. But I ended up like pillaging it from it because I'd sold out of other things and there was stuff in there. Everything in there is like all my kits are thrown into one extensive wound care kit and then some other stuff. You know, there's an IFAC in there. There's a burn kit, a splint kit. There's the wound stuff is just like for long term. Like I give you boxes of a 4x4s, boxes of 2x2s, a box of Curlex, you know, rolled gauze. You know, it's not just like a few packages here or there. You're getting boxes of things, whole bottles of the big bottles of wound wash and wound care stuff that they use in the hospital grade stuff. So, yeah, getting all that got all that together. So I've decided I'm going to make 3 more of those just in case because those do sell out. And I thought, well, I've got the materials, I've got the supplies. I'm going to go ahead and make up some more and bring them down. Descriptions on my website if you're curious. If not, you can come and look at it. I'll open it up. You can dig through the whole thing. I'll have it there at my usual spot at SRF. And I'm also, if you come, and I absolutely stole this from Carrie, because it was a phenomenal idea, and I am horrible about doing this. If you sign up for my YouTube channel and tell people if they come by that you get a free boo-boo kit for SRF. So if you do have like a splinter and stuff and you're not a good prepared-minded person and don't have one of my kits, you'll have it with you. You'll have Band-Aids and pretty much this, what I'm building here, right here. But you'll have it with you, so you get a free little boo-boo kit that we've made up a bunch to give out to people. Just sign up for on my YouTube channel, social media, and so you can be part of it. I've actually got some videos I have got in the vault that I'm going to be releasing some stuff. I was working on some ideas today for what I'm going to be doing. Farther on, like for video wise. So yeah, it's going to be good stuff. We're going to be doing today. I was working on some stuff, just jotting things down for heat injuries, since it's getting ready to come up, and kind of remind everybody what you do for heat injuries, so we can you know, be prepared for that. And it's just little stuff I'm going to be doing. I've got some other stuff, some wound care videos and stuff that are coming up. So it's going to be good stuff. I'm looking forward to doing more. I've got some ideas, got some new mics and all kinds of other stuff to do. Yeah, Terry will have they'll have their corned beef there. I'm telling you, buy the corned beef. It's an experience. It was really, really good. Glenn makes a killer corned beef. I had it Saturday and Sunday at KSL, thankfully, because they're so nice. They were so nice to feed me, or Glenn was. He did the cooking and stuff as Carrie was getting stuff all set up for their booth. Yeah, Ben, I'm going to be doing some stuff. And if you all want to see stuff, particular stuff you'd like to see or whatever, let me know. Let me know. I'll make a video on it. I'm trying not to do the typical. I mean, I've done some of the cool guy ninja shit, you know, tourniquets and chest seals and but I mean, there's 1,001 videos of that stuff out there. I'm trying to do stuff that, I'm not saying that stuff's not used, but I mean, come on, the chance of you having to apply a tourniquet, which I happen to never do, it's low. Arterial bleeds that's not a common injury. All the other injury stuff is. Trying to focus more on things that you're most likely going to run into and use. Not saying you don't need to know that stuff, because obviously you do. I teach it. It is important, but you know, there's a lot of videos out there. There's a lot of good videos. I just feel like I'm repeating stuff that's already done. There's people who've made some great content on that stuff. And I don't want to do anything unless I feel like I can add to it. I have a different twist, spin, whatever, that I can add to. So that's why I haven't, you know, there's stuff, and really, if you take my classes, I throw into it, because there's a lot of videos out there that's just wrong shit. It's wrong. I mean, they're telling you to do things, and there's a lot of people out there providing training who've never done it. You know, they're just, it's the truth. They're teaching medical stuff. They have no medical background. They just, you know, they aren't good I mean, I'm sorry, but if you have no medical background, you're teaching medical classes because you've taken a medical class and because you've hung out with people and you've put practice with a tourniquet a lot, doesn't make you an expert. I'm not an expert. I still take classes. I take classes from people all the time because I want to learn, because they may regurgitate stuff I've heard 20 times in classes, but there may be that one moment, that one light bulb moment that's like, oh, yeah, and that makes that class worth it. So never stop training. But I'm just saying, vet your trainers. Look at the people, look at their background, ask them. You know, I've, I'm definitely not saying I'm an expert, but I've put tourniquets on people. Um, you know, I sell these tourniquets because this is the tourniquet I've put on people. I sell these tourniquets because this is the tourniquet I've put on people. Put this one on a lot more than the other one. I know they work. There's 27 years of actual in-theater use of data that shows it works. There's a reason the military hasn't changed. I mean, yeah, I know it's the government. Yep, I know it's the military. They don't do everything great. One thing I will say that they do, based on their research material and based on what is the medical stuff and the tourniquets that they do, their tourniquet studies are phenomenal. The time and effort they put into it. So they have 27 years data where the other ones don't. So I sell things that I've used. I am selling a new tourniquet, a new style of, not a new style, it's a windlass tourniquet. It's what I believe in. Yes, I know, all the people who, the rats haters, yeah, I'm one, I don't like a rat's tourniquet. It's maybe a secondary tourniquet. I like a Slishman wrap, it's a secondary tourniquet, primary. I don't, I've told Dr. Slishman that. But it's a great, great animal tourniquet, livestock, canines, and a great kid tourniquet. So that's why I sell the Slishman. I originally bought it because of, I was looking for a tourniquet for my grandsons, and I liked it so much I got a hold of the company and ended up talking to Dr. Slishman, and I became a distributor at the end of that conversation. So now I'm carrying the ETQ tourniquet, the everyday carry tourniquet. It's smaller, 30% smaller than traditional windlass tourniquets, as you can see. Just as wide. You know, it's the same width. They originally came out with this tourniquet in, I don't know how long ago, but it was more narrow. I didn't like it. I didn't think it would work. It didn't. It failed on stuff, especially on legs of men. It wasn't going to do it. But they came out with this wide one. It seems to work. I can't break it. I've used it in the last several classes I've taught. We tried to break it. It doesn't. So we are carrying that now. I'll have them at SRF. I just got the shipment in, so I believe in it enough in the testing that I've done in class. My own testing and stuff, the best I can do. And yes, so that includes using a Doppler for all you people who are getting, oh, did you use a Doppler? Yeah, I did. I have a Doppler. So yeah, I do know how to test things. Thank you. So yeah, it's a great device. Seems to work. So if you want to complain about this is too big to carry, or yeah, I'm pulling it out of my pocket, the soft T. I know everybody says soft T wide. Well, they're all wide now. They're all the same width. There's no excuse. I mean, look, guys, it's thin, much thinner. 30%. I think it's actually like 32% or 30 some, but it's, let's just say 35% smaller than traditional tourniquet. No, here. You don't want to hear it. If you don't carry medical every day, it's your choice. It'd be your mistake. But you should. There's no reason not to. Yeah, we're gonna have them at SRF. I will actually have this tourniquet. I haven't taken this one out of the package yet. I mean, I've got some out that we've been using for class. I've got it with my training stuff. But I will be taking this tourniquet out of the package, and it will be available for you to play with at SRF. So come play with it and see what you think. It's $30, no different than other windlass tourniquets. It's supposed to be, I think, 32. Actually, I found out these are being, now the recommended sale price of these is $33 or $34. I'm still keeping it 30. They're affordable. No, I could make more money. I could make more. My cost actually went up on those a little bit. But I'm just going to keep it at 30. It's easier. I want people to carry them, save a little savings on it. I'm not beating anybody out. I mean, They haven't told me, no, you can't sell it for that price, but they strongly have suggested to me that I sell it at the same price as everyone else. Go do my thing. Loud versus 8. So I'm selling it for what I want to and why I want to sell it at that. Yeah, I want to make money. I'm still making money. I can make more money, but it's more about I want access to people. I know times are tough, but I don't want to hear it. It's, you know. And then I kind of go through the silly stuff of how much is a funeral? How much is, how much is your ER visit or every, a leg, that type of thing. Yes, Gary, you'll have to go shop at SOE. I'm actually having Davis, Little Bear, 8 Bears, Bob's son. He's doing some Kydex stuff. He is making some Kydex holsters. So if you don't want John's carrier, which I have, I don't know how many of John's tourniquet carriers I have, I'll be perfectly honest, but it's probably more than the average person. I have them on every bag, every backpack I have, and I have a lot of backpacks. I have, every backpack he makes, and I have multiple one. I think I own 2 of each. I still haven't got my covert bag yet. I think it's because I got one in multicam black and red thread, so we're probably waiting on that material. But I've got on my medical backpack. I've actually got 2 of them on there. I've got them on a bunch of bags. So if you don't want that, I don't know if Davis will have that. I know he's going to have the prototypes he's been working on. He may have some for sale, but if not, he will shortly. So I'm having him make some. So he's another person in the network. He's a 14-year-old kid, folks, and he's starting his own business to do stuff. So, that's kind of what our theme is. So I'm going to support him, and I'm going to, if he makes a good product, it's on him. If he makes a good product, a good tourniquet holder, there's a couple different ideas I had for it. So we're going to put it out there. If he does, we're going to co-brand it together. But not taking away from John's stuff. John's stuff has purpose and stuff like that. But for belt carry, I don't know if John's wasn't really made for when it was originally designed. It wasn't made for belt carry. Anyway, it was more for kit carry and things like that. But you could carry it on a belt. You could mount it horizontally. I've done it. I carry one on my battle belt. So, yeah. Bob's Bags, glad to see you're back. So what do y'all want to talk about? What do you want? I'm going to be getting off here in a minute. I got to go do the SOE, the moderator live. So yeah, we're going to get off the last few things. I just hopped on here because I was out here doing this. And I don't know, thought I'd share it with y'all, talk to you all. Turn on the live and go. Yeah, Carrie, that's what we do. I want to support everybody, all of us, all the small businesses. Could I shop other places? Maybe even get something cheaper from somewhere. Yeah, but I want them to be successful. I want to see their dreams come true. So I think we should all support each other. It's not competition. Technically, Bear Refuge Medical is medical is my competition. I don't see it that way. They're allies. They do things. I do things. I do some things different. They do some things different. We teach some of the same material. I teach some different materials. They sell a lot of stuff. They've been in business, but guess where Bear started? Right here, same place I am. Out of his garage. Well, actually, I think it was out of one of his work building shops, sheds. He started by himself. That's what I'm doing. I plan on being bigger. Be perfectly honest. Coming for you, Bear. No, I want to see Bear. I want to see him prosper. He provides a good message. He provides a good business. Their classes are excellent, and you will know if as I've done many times publicly, but also in my classes. If you don't want to take stuff from me, you don't want to buy from me, I send you to Refuge Medical. I do. Because I believe in their product and what they do. I know people who are there. We've met face to face. We've talked. Yes, can't wait to get to Camden either. So I'm gonna wrap it up, folks. Anybody else? Any last things? Who all's here? I know it's showing people, but I see Chase and Carrie. Bob, are you still here? Ben still here? You all want to see any other different content, medical content, things you'd like to learn about or see? Chris Watkins, my brother, how are you? Another friend that I have met through a lot of times, it's multiple times during the week. Chris is a great guy. He is a chainsaw guru. But he's also a very good friend. I consider him a good friend. Wait one, I gotta get more Tylenol. So yeah, make sure you support. I don't know how many of these I've made. Need to count. Support each other. Support the businesses. Do what you got to do. If it wasn't for this network, I wouldn't have a business. I wouldn't have the friends that I have. I wouldn't have the fellowship, and like SRF is like vacation for me, twice a year. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's also like vacation. I get to see all my friends in one spot. We all get to hang out. We get to do things. I mean, I go down to the compound other times during the year and stuff like that, and but I get to see everybody and hang out with everybody all at once. So it's really cool for all of us to get together. So if not, I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta go do the whole moderator thing on John's cast. Who else here? Chris, and see, there's more people on, but yeah, everybody. Sam Russell, another one of my good friends. Just talked to Sam this weekend because I was worried about him. I hadn't seen him or heard from him, and he is I consider him a good friend. And yes, at SRF again will be the medicinal. I think this time it'll be the medicinal AK, if I remember correct. Is that correct, Sam? We're going to have the medicinal AK at my booth. If you don't know, if you were there before, you know that we had medicinal rifles. People kept asking, hey, what's that rifle for? So it's for medicinal uses. Sam provides that for us. So everybody, you all have a good evening. I hope you had a great Easter. I hope you had a great weekend, productive weekend. Yes, the medicinal AK. Sam is going to be there too. Chris, you're going to be there, aren't you? I know Carrie's going to be there. Ben, I know you can't come because you're way out there on that other coast, but I hope you do. Come soon. See more wound care stuff. I will do that, Ben. I will absolutely do that. I plan on doing some more wound care stuff. I don't know. I may even talk to you about it. But I hope you all had a great weekend, great Easter. I look forward to seeing everybody this weekend. You all have a good night. I will see you. Go on over to John's chat. He should be starting here any minute if you hadn't already. And I will see you there. I'm going to continue making kits and listen to John's stuff. Talk to you all next time. Thank you.